Alright guys, today's vlog is all about why I got started in agriculture. So guys, I've decided to do something I'm going to label a story time vlog. And just with story time vlogs, it's going to be what exactly it is. It's just going to be a story. Now that story may be something that happened in my life or why I decided to do something in my life. Today's story time is going to be why I got involved in agriculture. So in 6th grade, my dad brought home 7 laying hens from a lady who lived in Warrenton that had to get rid of her poultry, sadly. So I got my start in poultry. 7 laying hens, and now I'm sitting at about 90 birds. I would like to grow more than that, but from that day, I kind of got a love for being able to provide things for people. At that point in time, I was just, taking a dozen eggs to my grandma at a time or something like that when we had too many eggs. So in 8th grade, we got Little Bit in my 8th grade year. So Little Bit is about 7 or 8 years old. She's my foundation for my herd. She's what started it all in goats. She was a bottle baby. She lived in our kitchen for about 2 months. 2 months she was a bottle baby. The babies want to join in on the conversation over here. But, so it was my 8th grade year that I got started with goats. And from there, my farm just began to grow. I got around 25 hens is what I sustained through high school. I joined FFA my freshman year of high school and learned so much. I learned so much from my FFA classes that I decided when I came back from a semester I had spent at Mizzou in Columbia that I was going to grow my farm. My sophomore year of high school, I had decided I wanted to be a trauma surgeon, but I had changed my mind that first semester down there at Mizzou. So that's when I decided that I was going to be a firefighter EMT, but that story is for a different day. Right now we are just talking about why I like farming. FFA changed my life substantially. It's pretty well what I lived in high school was FFA. I got to go to multiple places throughout the U.S. through FFA. I got to go to Indianapolis, Louisville. I got to go to Washington, D.C. I got to travel all over the U.S. with FFA, which was cool. I also learned a lot. I learned a lot about agriculture, and my love for agriculture slowly grew through FFA. I've slowly grown my what I have today. It all started with just show goats in Little Bit. I had kept her. I had never bred Little Bit until this last year. I started breeding her last year, and I bred her once, and she ended up having to have a C-section, and I decided that it was too risky to keep breeding her, so she's no longer getting bred. She's just a pet now, which I know some of you guys are going, well, why would you keep a pet? Well, she's what started it for me, and I find it a little hard to get rid of her. It's a little bit of an emotional connection there, guys. So I was showing goats, started showing goats freshman year of high school, kept showing goats. My sophomore year of high school, I showed goats again. I ended up getting those goats, one of those goats from one of my ag teachers. And then my junior year of high school, I ended up getting a goat from Kathy Ingeloggy. And that started a connection between the Ingeloggies and me that has also been a great education moment through agriculture. I still go down and help Arden and Kathy out every once in a while. Right now it's a little bit hard because of medic school, but I normally go down there and help them as much as I can. It's fun for me. I get to learn a lot while I'm down there. Arden is a great teacher. He'll teach you all kinds of things. Patient, which it takes a lot of patience sometimes with me. But hey, just like when we were working on a waterer, I decided that I'd dig a small hole and work on it that way. And it took a little bit longer, but we got her done. So guys, that's kind of why I've started what I have done in agriculture. I know that story may be a little vague to some guys. If you want to see some expansion on that story, just let me know. There's not too much more to talk about. I mean, I started out with a little bitty hen house. Then it grew to about an 8x4 hen house, and then where we are today with a 15x12 hen house, and next year looking up to put about a 40x20 up, if not bigger. So this hen house here will hold about 150 birds. comfortably 150 birds. I could pack them in there, but I'm not going to pack them in there. So I plan on only putting maybe about 120 birds in here. Plan on having that other house done by the time that I get more birds. So that's how this next year in my agriculture looks so far. I'm gonna hold on what I am with the goats. I don't think I need to breed any more goats right now. I mean, I'll keep breeding them, but I don't need to keep back any goats right now. 5 is an okay number to stay at. So that's what I'm gonna stay at with the goats, guys. If you guys like these story times, go ahead and drop a like down below and tell me in the comments. And subscribe if you haven't already, guys. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, both at Hummerts Goats and Yokes. Thank you. We'll see you later.